Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I am, as is typical, here in Beverly Hills looking at some pretty gorgeous properties. This one's going to be pretty unique. We haven't taken a look at a property before that needs heavy renovation. And I'm used to seeing properties that are in pretty rough shape and then require a lot of work. Now this is a property I had an opportunity to just speak with the architect, and it is a $19.9 million purchase of a corner lot right at the edge of the flats and the hills in Beverly Hills. And the cost to rebuild the home would be at around $1,000 a square foot. So roughly they're looking at building the possibility of, hey Andy, thanks for joining, a $15 million property, 15,000 square feet. So this is what the house currently looks like. Hey Jeffrey. Hey John, thanks for jumping in. So you can see this home has seen some better days. We are right at the edge of Doheny and Sunset. So there you get a backdrop of kind of downtown Beverly Hills and Century City. And you've got this cool vista view, green top, very private. It's a corner lot. Right there you can see the edge of the Greystone Mansion, which is kind of a signature property in Beverly Hills. Now this is basically a almost $20 million teardown, and you could probably reposition the property. It's got a little cool guest house here, but someone who generally buys a $20 million house doesn't buy it in this condition, so they would probably do a ton of work. And so inside right now is the listing agent and the architect to be able to share a ton of potential insights. Hey Crystal, thanks for jumping in. Hey John, you're gonna love this one. This is a rehab. It is a $20 million rehab, and so the architect said it would be $15 million to build out. So that's $35 million just in construction and dirt, not including holding costs, and it would be worth somewhere when it's finished $40 to $45 million. So I don't know why, I just love to shout out these numbers because they're big. They're kind of rarefied air. Now the backdrop, it's a single story house. Hey Cap, thanks for jumping in, buddy. There you get a view of the hills. As I said, this is kind of the edge of the flats and the hills, and you can see kind of this vista green line view from the top of the house, mostly single story. Outside of, let's go walk up to see that gate. You can see we've got this spiral staircase, and this, from the top, we should probably get a cooler view of the Greystone Mansion. You can walk downstairs. I have a feeling if we walk downstairs, I'm gonna lose some reception. So instead of doing that, we're just gonna pop on the main level mostly. So, hey Claire, thanks for jumping in. So we'll walk up these spiral staircases. And the house as it currently sits is a 5-bed, 5-bath, almost 9,000 square foot house on an acre here in Beverly Hills. Now you can only imagine, hey Scott, thanks for jumping in. And Ann, you can only imagine what an acre costs in Beverly Hills. So, okay, it gets really cool once we walk up to this kind of patio level. They've got what looks like some old rooftop tile. Again, this is a house at $20 million that is mostly a tear down. And you can see from this top view, depending on what you do, you're not blocking any other views. Again, there's another shot in the backdrop of the Greystone Mansion, very private as well. But now that we go up a level, you can see how much cooler your views get. You've got, I don't know, 250, 280 degree views from here. And if you cut down your trees a little bit, you've got 360 from the hills to the downtown. That is why you've got a property that could be $20 million to renovate it. So to get a better drop of all the hard space up here, what the pool is currently, and the property, the home itself, it gives us a pretty decent idea of what you can do with that space. So it's about 9,000 square feet now. It could be as much as 15,000. So let's go back down our spiral staircase and take a look at the inside and the rest of the house. Hey Amir, thanks for jumping in. Jason, you too, buddy. So here is our spiral. Here's our view from the top. Get an idea of that is a bit of Century City. There we've got some of Beverly Hills and downtown, and off in the distance is where Hollywood is. So really kind of cool views of everything. So there's kind of the south of us, and then you get the hills up to the north, but very private, which when you get this type of density is a little bit more rare. So glad that you wanted to check this one out. Thanks, Amir. So let's, like I said, head back down the spiral staircase. The cool part about this lot, one of another reasons it gets to be so pricey, is that it's just 7 minutes as a walk to Rodeo and restaurants and shops and Sunset and all of that whole strip. So it is a blast. This is kind of a developer's dream, and the listing agent did a pretty fantastic job. Hey Brent, thanks for jumping in, buddy. Hope Phoenix is treating you well. The listing agent did a great job of bringing in a designer already to kind of template out what a home of this ilk would look like as it's getting renovated. So let's go take a look and see what practically $20 million looks like that needs to be torn down. So here we go. Let's walk through. Pool house, which we walked around. Again, quick shot of the yard and the pool. I mean, you can see total renovation needed. Now, maybe you could keep the bones of it, but we'll try door number 1. Hopefully that lets us in. There we go. So what was the original dining space? This is the foyer that walks us outside. I mean, landline, old school. Master this way or this way? Thank you. So we'll go master first, because master's always the most fun. Cool chandelier, big space. Okay, yeah, wow, lots of work. So you can see even from the dust, whoa, look at that level of finish. Awesome. I'm sure you could keep the bar, and this is in the master. This is a bar that is in the master. So that was probably the headboard and a projector that would project. And there is your kind of like dressing area / makeup area, getting ready. It's a huge space. Ceiling height's not very tall, but what an awesome headboard. This is cool. And this little bar. I can't get over it. Hey, Matthew and Maja, thanks for jumping in. So a little dark, but we've got this walk-in closet space and a dual bath. That was probably super hip back in the day. Let's see what door number 2 walks us out to, which is another walk-in closet. Wild. So I've seen some pretty gorgeous houses that you can pick up for 20 million. But not in this location and not with this upside potential. That image, I know, Brent, exactly, there's stories to tell with this room. This image of the master is going to be embedded in my head for a while. So, all right, let's move on. So we've got this big, great room that walks us out the other wing of the house on the other side. There's a bar off the front. We'll leave the other side till the very end. We've got a hallway, which will probably be the rest of our bedrooms. A little entryway, foyer, kind of entry guest bath. Okay, we're back. Sorry, lost you there. Got a little too deep in the house. Hey, Clint. Hey, Tracy. So we are touring around. Let's see if we can just go to the front of the house and get the kitchen, which is probably awesome. Not as cool as the master, but awesome nonetheless. We'll get the rest of the house. Kitchen behind you? Yes. Fantastic. Thank you. I'll be excited to see your plans too now that I've walked through. This would be great. Just having a quick conversation with the architect who's got a pretty phenomenal design. So this would be kind of another extra great space. Family room, living room, potentially formal dining. A little butler's pantry area. And then our formal kitchen. Dark tile, commercial grade appliances, probably really popular back in the day. Laundry off the kitchen. And then we get a shot of where we all started, which was that dining room space, and then back out to the outside. So last but not least, let's go take a quick look at the exterior of the front of the house, get an idea of the privacy. And we can see the whole 9 yards. Again, get a shot of that chandelier. as we walk out, and then the big front entryway space. Again, super private. You get an idea, a little bit of the car noise, but look at all this greenery around us. Front gate, which goes really well with the master bedroom decor and that bar. But a nice turnabout, old school Porsche, and then views. So you really don't even get a sense. This is the whole front of the house. You don't really get a sense of how grandiose it could be. So if anyone is interested in seeing the plans, I'm gonna go talk to the architect now and get an idea of the details of this, but wanted to share what like I said, $20 to $40 million renovation here in Beverly Hills would look like. As always, if you have any real estate questions, you want to bounce off ideas with me, or you just want to talk a little buy house, sell house, I would love to be able to connect. So please do touch base anytime. Add me your comments. Hey Lords, thanks for jumping in, and thank you for the message the other day. Great to connect. Hope Texas is treating you well. So as always, if you've got any questions, want to bounce off ideas, please touch base, add your comments, share this below. I would love to connect. Until next time, I will do on Thursday an Ask Erik, quote unquote, where you can ask me any question about real estate under the sun. So until then, have a great